Hey, hey, hey. What it do? I'm alive. I'm alive. What's up? What's up? Guys, back to the Tootsie Roll. This gonna be the Tootsie Roll game. Like, no, we ain't gonna be the Tootsie Roll game. We definitely can't be the Tootsie Roll game. But yeah. Whoa, we back into it. Brenda pulled and took the stand today. Oh my goodness. Everybody thought it was going to be, what's that, Sweco baby? Guys, your girl Kobe said hi, Sweco. Girl, this Tootsie Roll Talk. Welcome to the Tootsie Roll Talk. You already know. Happy Friday. Yes. Oh my goodness. What's up, Sweat? Sweco said hi, Kobe. Girl. Yeah, so Brendan pulled and took the stand. Everybody thought that it was going down. Everybody thought that he really had some real stuff, extravagant, out of this world. Oh, what he gonna tell us? What he gonna say? What he gonna? Not a goddamn thing for real. He ain't said too much or not a damn thing. Everybody that it seemed like that they going the government called up. Everybody seemed like they pushing on Diddy's side. Like it's just a hot old mess. But yeah, Brenton Paul, he got up there and he was basically talking about basically what his role was, because Brendan Paul wanted to be he wanted to be in see now I hate when I get on here because I start to losing thought and stuff. But he wanted to be a music producer. So that's why he basically got with Diddy. Diddy supposed to been basically showing him the ins and the outs of being a music producer. But y'all know how Diddy do. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, you gotta work for it, you gotta do what you gotta do, whatever Diddy tell you to do. So he wound up being a assistant. But he really went in there supposed to be a producer. And I guess learn some things from Diddy because, this young man, he came from, I'm going to say, kind of like privilege, So at the end of the day, he wanted to be down, like Brandy, But Diddy was like, all right, well, you going to have to. he pimped them out like day 26. Go get some drugs. Go get me some drugs. Fuck that. You gonna produce later. Go get me some drugs. So that's why they calling him like the basically like he's the drug mule and all of this stuff and da 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 da. But he took the stand today and he was asked a couple questions. They was asking him basically do he feel as though that he's a drug mule? And he said no because he believed that drug mules basically he said mules basically carry kilos and stuff. So at the end of the day, they was like, well, did you feel like you was doing anything wrong? Or is um, getting the drugs for Diddy? And he said no. But you already know how that goes. You feel as though you ain't doing nothing wrong until you get caught. And that's what he did. He got caught. And then they asked him basically, why did you take the charge for Diddy? And I'm like, wait a minute. He the one that got caught with the drugs. You understand what I'm saying? Diddy wasn't with him. He claimed he felt it in Diddy room and he got it, got on a plane to go take it to Diddy. But when you get locked up for drugs, even if you say that this is Kobe drugs, this ain't my drugs, but where's Kobe at? Kobe ain't with you. You is being arrested. So my whole thing is, even if he said it was Diddy's drugs, they would have been looking at that man like, get the fuck out, you lying. How you gonna sit there? Like, he took his own charge. He decided to get on that plane and decided to do what Diddy do because allegedly Diddy was paying him $32,000 a month. A month. And that boy was young. He was young around this time. Did Kobe, you mad? You want that money? Kobe said, Roof. She wanted that money. She wanted to be a Diddy drug mule. Yeah. But anyway, that's what he decided to do. He was getting paid to do it, but at the same time, you already know you getting on the plane with some drugs. And I guess this was back in the day when they really weren't checking you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get halfway naked to get on the plane because he's not the only one that bought some stuff on the plane. Remember, Jane Doe then bought some drugs on the plane. And soon she got the Diddy, he made her take the drugs and do free go, allegedly. But I'm just like, I don't feel as though he took a charge. He got caught with it, and that's who get charged with it. You don't get caught with something and say some that's somebody else's stuff. The police gonna be like, whatever. Do you got it in your possession? Is on your person. Is yours. So I don't like. Why would they even ask him that? Why you took a charge for him? But he said that he was loyal to Diddy, and that's why he took the charge. But I'm like, that's a crazy question. He was asking a lot of stuff, and it seems like all the people that they be calling up, it sounds like they be going in favor of Diddy, because they also Sweco said I'd be a Tootsie Roll mule. You better know it. She she on the Astroglide, and y'all Astroglide is a lubrication. I thought that was. Mm, Let me just mind my day on business. But yeah, he got up there and basically, they asked him, did he ever see any crimes, or did he do, or did he see anything where as though that you would think that Diddy would be basically in trouble for? So he said, no, y'all hold on. This is my pastor. Hold up. All right, have a good one. All right, y'all. My bad. I had to take that call. I am so sorry. My apologies. So, yeah, getting back to this. So I know. Hey, let me order you. What's up? Let me order you. I know there was no auto. I had to basically take a phone call. But all right, so back to the Diddy and basically the way that it was set up, um Diddy and KK allegedly didn't really want Brendan to know too much. So that's why he really wasn't around for a lot of the things that went on. He was assistant, but he was like a stand-in assistant. He wasn't an assistant that be there like all the time. So he was only what 18 or something. I know he was young, so a lot of the FOs he was not basically privy to because at the end of the day they tried to not really have him in certain circumstances ways though because again he got a good family. They didn't want to mess up his basically. I'm thinking this is just me saying this is my opinion. I'm thinking that they basically didn't want to tarnish his reputation or his name or his family name or what I'm saying because you get drug charges, people start looking at you sideways and all of this stuff. But Diddy and basically kept him out of the freak offs. So that's why he really didn't know a lot about what was going on with these freak offs. He didn't see a lot of stuff because they kept him basically out of that. So he won't even, so stuff like this, when it goes down, he can't even talk about it because he never really seen it. He ain't even been around it. They kept him away from this certain kind of stuff for a reason. Because they already knew that he was a young man and he probably was a weak boy. So he wasn't they felt as though he wasn't like a strong person if something was to happen. So, y'all know the FOs was going on like way before he even been on the scene. So they kept a lot of things away from him because of that factor, But they also asked how many times has you basically traveled with the drugs or, the drugs drugs. He said he only did it like five times, less than 10 times. So it wasn't that many times, and like again, he was more of like a stand-in person. He wasn't really like he wasn't there all the times because mind you, they had another supply. So I'm guessing Brendan would come in when the other guy was not available because they already had a drugs person. But when he was not available, allegedly, they would call Brendan in, and Brendan will get the job done. So when Brendan got caught, with the substance, I'm gonna say, he basically took a what is it called, a drug diversion situation, whereas though he was continually getting drug tests. Why do I keep on saying that word? But he continued got tested for substance, and he did a course and all of this stuff. And yes, it was thrown out. Because they'll give you a diversion, and you'll have to like go to these classes, make sure your urine is clean and all of that stuff. Because he also indulged, but he didn't get all the way into the bottom of what he indulged in. We know that he did smoke the marijuanas and stuff, but far as the all of that, FOs and all of that stuff, they made sure they did not have him around that. Just because certain situations like this, he cannot get up there and testify and say he's seen this, he's seen that. So they also asked them about Jane Doe. So they asked them was did because he had a repertoire with Jane Doe. And they asked them, well, did Jane ever act like she didn't like it or she wasn't a participant and this, that, and the third? And he basically said she never complained about the FOs, the 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 FOs. So they asked them, do they believe that Diddy was like a bad guy and all of this stuff? And he said no, like he never really seen no bad stuff. He never really seen the abuse. He never really seen the FOs. He never really seen certain stuff because they kept him away from that kind of stuff because they knew. I feel as though they knew that he was weak. They even had text messages between him and KK because he didn't want to know, like, why would you send him? Well, he the only one we got right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the only person I get a contact with at this point. So this is all we got allegedly. So this is who we got to deal with. If you want this stuff, we gonna have to go through him because your normal guy is not around. So we don't got no other choice. So it was just a lot of text messages and stuff like that that they brought out, and then not only that, Tuesday, because you know Wednesday they was out because one of the jurors was sick. I guess the FO tapes because Diddy done watch some FO tapes. They allowed him to watch them by himself in a different room before they presented them to the jurors because that's the only people that could be able to see it. The jurors had a special like a tablet and a special like earpiece and this thing and the third, where it's the only they can see it. And some of the jurors was hiding their face, making faces like "ooh, oh my god," and all of this stuff, you know. So it was like I don't know what was on there, but there must have been some freaky stuff, some nasty stuff going down. Um, Diddy directing like he's a director. He directing like he a Tyler Perry or something. He up there, you know, directing and filming like he is this. What is going on? Cause what is going on? Is this really going on? Is this really going on? So they allowed Diddy to watch some of the freak offs by himself, the FOs by himself for about I want to say like 30 minutes, and then they showed it to the jurors and stuff. And the next day, which was Tuesday, one of the jurors was sick, was done. They said the juror allegedly had vertigo. That's how you pronounce it. But I said Virgo like the sign. But so that juror also, because y'all already know they talking about another juror because they already got juror number 6 off. So I'm gonna just use juror number 5 because I don't know which juror that they want to get off, but they want to get another juror off because I believe that juror number 6 and the other juror, they was like a tag team situation. So once they got rid of one, now did he want to get rid of the other one? He rather have an African American person, another one. So I'm guessing this is going to be like the African Americans against, you know, because it's I heard that it's like a lot of different race people is like a mixture, but it's another juror that they Diddy team want him up out of there. And then they're gonna check into this other driver because they saying that if this driver gonna be getting sick during the course of this case, because that's basically prolonging. If you can't make it this day and that day and this day and the third, we probably have to set you out because we ain't got time for that right now. We trying to get it done and over with. So they looking into the medical history of that driver also. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down real big. It's just crazy. But yeah. What okay. Yeah, let's get into the clip though. Let's get into this clip. Yeah. Today really wasn't that
The prosecution could soon
explosive.
wrap up its case in the sex trafficking and racketeering trial of Sean Diddy Combs. Some of their homes and a Homeland Security special agent. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman Jones is now live outside the courthouse. Katrina, thanks for joining us today. What can you tell us about what we've heard and seen from witnesses so far today?
So we heard from Brendan Paul. This is a former assistant of Sean Combs. And Mugo, this is someone who was actually arrested. He was going to take a flight, he thought, to the Bahamas. We saw a photo of him on a plane with Sean Combs and Christina Coram, Combs' former chief of staff, who the prosecutors have made it clear they view as a co-conspirator in this case. But Brendan Paul said that he had picked up some cocaine from a room, had it on the flight. It belonged to Sean Combs. He was ultimately arrested and charged with drug possession. Those charges were later dropped. But we learned about his time working for Sean Combs, and some important information that the prosecution is trying to get across here is that Christina Coram was aware of everything that was going on, that he, on a number of occasions, bought drugs for Sean Combs, that when he was hired, he described her as, in fact, basically running the enterprise all day, every day, that she was always aware.
So yeah, Christine KK, that's how we call her KK. Um, I wonder if they gonna make her take the stand. Is she gonna be basically because she is this co-conspirator allegedly? She knew the operation. She helped run it. And that, hey, we heard it from Brendan. But at the same time, is they gonna bring her? Is they gonna, because it's looking like they want to just hurry up and get this case over with. Because they said they should be finished by next week. Then they saying July. Like we don't know, but is they gonna bring KK in? What can KK add to this? Because it seems like KK was the right hand man. So if Diddy go down, what about KK? Is KK going down? Everybody kept on bringing out, everybody that testified so far, all of them brought up KK. Everybody. In some kind of situation. I ain't going to break it all down, but everybody brought KK up in their testimony. So, KK name continuously to be popped out. Is they going to make her take the stand? Mind you, everybody that the government brought in has immunity. So, my thing is, if they make KK take the stand, they going to give her immunity too? What's up? Let me article. Build bigger prisons for the wicked. Yes, yes, yes. And we gonna get into some other stuff, but not I can't do a thing. But KK definitely need to be. I mean, I know she probably sitting there watching this every day and probably like, why do you keep on putting my name in this stuff? Every time somebody get up there, they say something about KK.
Aware of every everything that Sean Combs was doing because of this racketeering conspiracy charge. The prosecution needs that people for participating in his acts in this alleged sex other underlying alleging here. So Brendan's testimony was very important. Although at the same time the defense brought out that he's who of the interactions between Sean Combs, one of the alleged victims. He said that he never saw. He also said that he didn't think that was what he was being accidental, which is one of the many of the people who work for Sean Combs, when asked how he feels about him, he said that it's complicated. That, you know, the reason his employment ended, Mugo, that he was arrested on that day, that ended his job. A lot of what he did for Sean Combs was out of loyalty, and he had to be given a take stand today for fearing himself.
On for weeks now. What comes next? Do we know what comes next?
Yes, so actually it is really nearing its end. We just got what seems to be a final timeline. The prosecution expects to rest their case on Monday. Then the defense attorney, Mark Agnifilo, who's one of the lead attorneys for Sean Combs, said that he actually thinks their case is going to be shorter than they said. They had said 2 to 5 days. He thinks that they will rest by Tuesday or Wednesday. So we're expecting we could have closing arguments on Thursday. And then this case would go to the jury.
What happens, Katrina Kaufman? Thank you so much.
Absolutely, Specco. And that's my whole thing. At the end of the day, my whole thing is, I know I'm not gonna be keep on sitting there hearing my day going and being brought up in somebody's case, and I can't clear my name. It's nothing that I mean. I'm just every time somebody get up there, they just keep on bringing up KK, regardless of what the situation is. KK called me back. KK did this. KK did that. I know she is shitting bricks right now. Like, why the hell they keep on? What the hell? Is they trying to get me jammed up? Because that'll be my first thing. Like, y'all trying to get me jammed up? Shoot, at this point, she need to just be like, let me take the stand. I am going to volunteer. But for some reason, KK was his go-to girl. KK, when people get fed up, when people feel like, all right, did he think they gonna press charges or do something, like when he hung that girl over that balcony, KK got in touch with her. KK called her back. KK made it right. KK fixed it. KK talked to her. She was not trying to talk to Diddy. She was absolutely, he'll call the phone. She would not answer. So she'll answer for KK, because KK didn't hang her over the band. KK brought most of these girls back. They had a repertoire with KK. And, you know, KK is a woman, just like them. And you know how us women, we can be soft, we can be nurturing and stuff like that. And that's probably what brought them back. And that's probably why Diddy kept KK close. But if y'all notice, KK name has been brought up through this whole trail from the beginning into the end. Is they going to bring KK up? We don't know. Which they should. I believe they should. I believe that 100% they need to bring KK up so KK can clear her name, tell her side of the story, instead of letting other people, you know, this is making KK look like a bad guy also. It's making her look like the supervillain too. Like she was with him, with the shit. Yes, hit the like button. Thank you, Sweat. But yeah, it seems like KK was his ride or die. And I believe Quiet is kept on the low, my opinion, I believe him and KK had something going on in the privacy. You know, because KK did a lot for him. KK would go to bat for him. KK done help um kidnap people and take them to key cut it. You know what I'm saying? KK played the part in all of this from the beginning to the end. So, will they bring KK in? Maybe they probably not. Because now that I'm thinking about it, because KK probably throw the whole trial. So it might be best not to bring her in. Because KK might be a diddler. Shoot. So I don't know. But KK, shit, I don't know, y'all. Right. I don't know if she gonna throw Diddy under the bus because she loved Diddy. Diddy and her, that's you know what I'm saying? And again, if they do bring her up, because it seems like everybody they bringing up is not really trying to make Diddy look like the bad guy. They playing it in between. They saying a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but not really saying it all. If she doesn't take the stand and she is not a real, she may be charged in the future. I'm thinking that too. She will have to plead the fifth. She gonna have to do something. Because at the end of the day, it's not looking good for KK. KK looking like she was the mastermind. KK looking like she did all this stuff. And listen, quiet as cat, Diddy might throw her up under the bus. That's the crazy part about it. He might shit on KK. So I don't know if it's okay to bring KK up, but KK name has been popping off since the beginning of this trial. Diddy might throw her up under the bus instead of her doing the same thing. And that's probably why she don't want to do it. Just like Gina. Gina got the hell up out of there. Gina was she was a talk too. Gina, we ain't heard nothing else about Gina since they tried to get her to take the stand. She said, y'all, hey, if that's lock me up, I'm not getting on there. Because a lot of people is still scared because at the end of the day, if Diddy beat this, just imagine. I ain't gonna say he gonna retaliate. I don't know what he gonna do, but people is in fear that he will because he still got money. A lot of his money and under his stuff is under his mom's. So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, man, he's almost remember that actor who branded those young women, the females, was charged much later. Then look, Swecko say yes he will. He gonna come after all of them, even though they ain't throw him under the bus for real. Cause nobody really. Only person that threw him under the bus was like the women. The women threw him under the bus, and I believe that he gonna get his get back. He probably stopped paying that girl rent by next month. She probably don't get her rent paid. So hopefully she still got her clothing line or she got some money saved up because Jane Doe probably ding ding right now on that rent. So we gonna see with his Tootsie Roll. Guys, this is Tootsie Roll talk. But Diddy, I ain't gonna say Diddy is kind of like, I think he was the mastermind. Diddy knew how to finagle stuff and who not to like really bring in or who to trust and this, that, and the third. This is why he was not in a lot of those freak offs. He was the cameraman. He was the person. he know what he was doing because at the end of the day, it's gonna make it seem like they keep on saying that these women wanted it. They wanted it because they wanted to further their career. They wanted to do this. They wanted to do that. But oh my God, he treated them so dirty though. Like why y'all couldn't go nowhere else? And then KK keep calling them back when they leave. Let them go. I'd have let them go. Let them see if they can make it over somewhere else. Like, because now it's coming to bite him in his butt. But at the same time, they really, they said, again, this stuff happened, what? Years, years, years ago. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick it out. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. But at the same time, Diddy better pray. Y'all know they say he the devil. They said he went to go see a voodoo man, and the voodoo man allegedly put his hand on Diddy's head and gave him a dove to let the dove go up, and the dove just fell straight to the ground. Pow! How you let a dove go and the dove didn't fly? Oh, that's what it sounds like when a dove cry. The dove, they said they gave Diddy the dove to let it fly up in the air, and then motherfucker just fell down. Like, what the fuck? What? Fat Joe prays to Diddy? Are you serious? Now, Fat Joe got a case too coming up, girl. They is coming out the woodwork. Tyler Perry, Fat Joe. Oh my goodness, it's just going down. Everybody, that that Sweaty Joe, you stupid, yo, you stupid. Yo, but we're gonna just keep on checking this case out. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do. Because this case, if we didn't see the ups and downs, one minute it looked like Diddy team winning, next minute it looked like the government winning. We don't know. It's all up to the jurors, and then if he get a mistrial, then he's still gonna have to be in there until he get another case rescheduled. Another trial date. What is on 15? Aha! Hey, Swecco, stop it. Stop it. These pings, I must just say these pings. Girl, they is a mess. It's a whole mess. But if they did it, then justice needs to be served at the end of the day. But it's just crazy how it's going down. The whole industry. But I mean, we don't even have the industry like it was before because everybody is doing their music on social media and stuff like that, making their own money now and doing their own thing. They got their own formula. So a lot of these big companies that's been doing stuff to kids, adults, because some people be hungry. Some people be hungry. Some people like, saying, I need this, but would like, some people, this is what I'm going to say, this is my opinion. Some people sell their soul to get where they at. And that's basically showing that right now. Hold on, y'all. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead in this live. Make sure y'all hit the like and everything. And make sure y'all subscribe if y'all haven't. At what cost? That's what I was looking for. Yes, Becco. Oh, okay, okay. So I must be on 4 then. All right, y'all. Yes, Rickle. Yes, like you said, at what cost? At what cost? Like, and and I ain't even gonna lie. Did he use this money to basically infiltrate people? If this is really what you want, this is what you gotta do. This is how you gotta do it. Yes, thank you. Yes, subscribe y'all to Mrs. Saunders. But thank you, Sweats. Yo, but that's what I'm saying. You said the right words because I was looking for. I couldn't even find it. But yeah, some people are willing to do anything for fame at this point. Y'all be seeing people doing dumb stuff and you know what I'm saying, as a thing, man, all that money wasted. Well, no, a lot of it is on the lawyers now. They got it. He ain't wasted. He trying to get up out of there. He trying to get up out of there. Guys, that's my TikTok handle. Thank you, Sweco. Follow me on TikTok. Guys, I don't even know my Instagram. But y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, this is sad. I ain't even gonna say I feel sorry for Diddy, because at some point, regardless of how you been raised or what you think when you were younger, when you get older, you still should know what's from right is from wrong, regardless of how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things you just don't do, but then you gotta understand. This is my Instagram, y'all. You gotta understand, when people get that money. Thank you, Sweat, baby. And y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out Play Games for Dollars on the YouTube. But yeah. Some people just don't care what they have to do to basically get followers, get clout, get views. We see people do dumb stuff every day on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a part of selling your soul. He wasted money on those FOs. Yes, he did. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's another thing. They brought up a lot of the receipts from these hotels. One hotel, I think it was like almost $50,000 that he had to pay for them to clean the daggone hotel rooms. Because Diddy wouldn't only just have one room, he'll have two. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to go over here in this room to get dressed, and this room is where the actual freak off is going to be. And allegedly they were saying that now y'all know, okay, Diddy and them supposed to allegedly put sheets over the furniture. Okay, but if you using baby oil and Astroglide, that's a lubricant. All of that stuff seeps through. So now it gets on the furniture. And that's hard to clean out. Like, that stuff, baby oil hard to clean out of anything. You know what I'm saying? We take baths with baby oil, make you soft and all of that stuff. But when they get, like, if you put in baby oil on and it make mistake get on your clothes, it sits in your clothes just like a oil, just like cooking oil. It sits there. It doesn't go nowhere. I don't care how you bleach it, how you flip it, turn it, rub it down. It's on there. Once it's on there, it's on there. So just imagine how much baby oil was left in these people hotels. One payment was almost $50,000 for the clean. For the clean. Then they were saying some bodily fluid was on the carpet, on the bed, on like bodily fluids through. I think it was the B word, BLOOD, because y'all know some people was taking it in the, you understand, and booty hole busted BB hole. It's just nasty, nasty work, nasty work. But Diddy just was nasty. I don't even know. I have never even. Oh, and then she said, "Juice, yes, juice, body juice, all of that, Diddy juice, all that kind of stuff." Oh yes, left on these people's because that stuff a sheet is not that thick. You know, maybe if you probably like put a what's those plastic covers, like a, a plastic cover. Then they should have put that on there because basically what they had was not working because it still stepped through and got through the furniture and all of this stuff. And then you gotta, because you cannot put a bed in the washing machine, so you probably gotta buy another one. You probably gotta buy another sofa. You probably gotta get that whole room gutted, carpet out because the next people don't want to come in there and see no daggone oil stains on no carpet or no stains, no BB stains or whole juices on the floor. It's like they was doing it all over the place. This one guy, I watched TikTok last night, and he claimed allegedly he's a seasonal. He's from the community or whatever, but he allegedly said, because I don't know how true it is, it's not confirmed, that he was at a FO, and he said on the curtains, yes, everywhere, pee, all kinds of stuff, spit up, you know, cause oh, her, his head up is stinking. You got, ugh, ugh, I can't even get it out. But he claimed when he went into one of the FOs or whatever. Oh, and guess what? He probably came from off of that website, the Cowboys and Angels. But he claimed that he went to allegedly a FO and he said oh my god, it was so much things that you can't even imagine happen. Like OGs over here, people urinating on each other, eating booty holes, poop poo. Oh, he was just ugh. Like everybody had like their own section for different stuff. What's gonna go on or what's going on, and you join into your section with what you like. So it was different varieties of FO sections. Allegedly, this is came from his mouth. I wish I would have wrote it down last night. Yes, that's what I said. Wow. Like all over the place. All over the whole room. Like, and this is probably why he ain't really did a lot of FOs at his own home. Because who wants that in their house? And you got to do extensive cleaning. But he said he never seen nothing like it in his life. And he's from the community. And we know how some of them can get down, but he said he never seen nothing like this in his life. But mind you, some of these people that came from the Cowboys and Indians, some of these men are basically talking out allegedly and saying their pieces and all of this stuff. And not only that, I heard that Cowboys and Angels is not a up running website anymore. I don't know if it was because of the Diddy situation or just because it's just not um up and running. Who knows? Who knows? But we haven't gotten to the bottom of that, so we don't know what it is. But yeah, the boy is a freak of nature. I don't even want to say nature, cause that ain't nature. He just uh, I don't know if he addicted to it or what, but they allow him to watch some freak off tapes on Tuesday. So he probably went back to his room, got his thing off. Probably got his thing off in the room. Like, who lets you watch your own evidence? A deviant. But who lets you watch your own evidence? Well, oh, then again, yeah, it's your evidence. So okay, yeah, you could, but it's the FO. So you gonna let him watch a FO in the middle of his trial? Where they do that at? Huh. Where did they do that at? I guess he had to probably had to tell them. This is my thinking though too. He probably had to tell them at what parts to watch and what not to watch. I'm guessing, but they only played like 30 minutes of all the FOs, so it's a lot more stuff that you didn't see. Like you gonna probably see like a couple minutes of this tape, a couple minutes of that tape, a couple minutes of this one, a couple minutes of that one. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, they let them just watch all of the tapes, so it was pieces and pieces. A piece here, a piece there, a piece, you know what I'm saying? But even still, they say, and while the juror was watching it, he was like, you know, kind of like smirking, like he did a good job, like he was happy about it. He was elated. Like, I mean, I'm like, what is really going on? Like, he did a good job. Like, he just made, how like the basketball players and the football players smack you on your butt, like, good job, did a good job, like that. Mind you, he told that girl, don't give up, don't give up. You better keep on going. Don't finish now. Don't let me down. Like what? Like he's a coach. Did he is a piece of work? Did he do it? Did he do it? Dang, y'all. Oh my goodness. Did he freaking do it? Mm-mm-mm. I think I done seen words, but it's just sad to watch this happen in real time. It's just sad that somebody um was very disrespectful to women. Like, I'm not gonna say that he don't like women, but he knew how to manipulate you. Yeah, you want your bills paid? Come and do this FO. Come and get this. And to have somebody, um, oh, and then Brenda said he used to work almost 24 hours of the day when he did work. Only thing he ain't really said what else he was doing, but he made sure that Diddy had his supply allegedly. He made sure he was okay, and Diddy had like this fanny pack or like a little suitcase bag, whereas though it has to be basically filled at all times. Like, I don't know if he had the paper like we need 50 of these pills, 50 of these pills. I don't know. They ain't get into all of that, because it was like you had to have this bag. That's the same kind of bag that they found when they arrested Diddy at the hotel before, he was trying to leave allegedly up out of the country. And they found that bag with all his DRUGS's in there, you know. So my whole thing is this bag have to be basically refilled at all times. Somebody have to make sure that everything is basically restored, stocked, and ready to go at all 24 hours of the day. If it run low, you refill it. If you use this, you refill it. You have to make sure that the bag stays restocked. So you're a bag watcher. So if somebody take food out, you make sure you put that food in. You gotta be a bag watcher. You have to watch it at all times. Make sure it stays stocked. If it don't, you in trouble. You might lose your job. So you stay on point. And now you gotta probably stay up 24 hours a day watching this bag. Make sure whatever they take out, you gotta put it back in. You have to make sure that everything is stocked at all times. What the hell? What the hell? Where they do this at? You can't make this stuff up. It just have to be. If it don't, Diddy is going into a frenzy. Diddy might hurt somebody. So you better make sure everything is accounted for. Everything is. You better make sure. What is it called? Yeah, this is crazy. Inventory. You better do your inventory every hour. Because if it ain't there when he get there, or because he have certain people that fix up the room with certain things and this and that have to be. And then they used to do the role play stuff. Like, what is going on with that? You got to dress up a certain way. So this day we gonna have you gonna have to be acting like what? It's really good. Yeah. When I tell you that this is some for real stuff, like this ain't no joke. Like, you have to make sure everything is on the shelves. And when I say the shelf, meaning the bag, the stock bag. Make sure everything is stocked up at all times. Diddy might take a walk. He needs certain stuff. He needs his Astro Glide. And he need it on the spot. He needs his C pipe, all of that. Like, he needs this. I know he probably over there jail going crazy. He probably wrote a song while he was in there. Can't nobody take me down. Can't nobody on it. Take that, take that, take that. All right, y'all. It's time to get up out of here. Make sure y'all hit the likes and subscribe if you already haven't to your girl. Thank you for coming to the Tootsie Roll Talk. Because the Tootsie Roll Talk is talking. Yay, Tootsie. All right, baby. I love y'all. Everybody be safe. Make sure y'all stay prayed up. Make sure y'all don't go to no FOs. And I love y'all. Everybody be safe.